In 1972, time ran out for the Nuovo Cinquecento. Fiat replaced the old, new 500 with the new 126. The new car was built in Fiat's new Monte Cassino factory south of Rome, which had been erected under government incentives to bring industrial work to southern Italy. Unlike the 127, the 126 kept the same 594cc rear engine as its ancestor. A few years later, the engine capacity would be upgraded to 652cc's. The 126 had a more angular look than the 500 and was 4 inches longer, which gave it greater internal volume. The body was reinforced and the internal finish was a bit better than the Fiat 500s. But first and second gears were still unsynchronized, and the 126 was for the most part identical to its predecessor. In fact, Fiat still had an inventory of body parts remaining from the 500, and to use them up, blended the old parts with various components from the new 126, slapped the label 500R for renovated on the result, and sold it alongside the new 126 until 1975. In Italy, the 126 was not as successful as the 500 had been. Times had changed. Working-class car buyers could now afford larger cars and aspired to middle-class status symbols. The thriving consumer market of the 60s was dashed against the oil crisis of the early 70s and the economic downturn that followed. The 126 had a hard time finding its market. It wasn't a worker's car, nor a car for the urban housewife anymore. It was, at best, a car for the young, but without the special charm of the Cinquecento. In fact, the 500 had proved so durable that there were many still on the Italian roads, while the 126 suffered severe rust problems. In 1976, production of the 126 ceased in Italy and was transferred to Spain and Poland, where it's still produced today.